Live from the west end of Coney Island, it's time for another exciting episode of Now in New York City Live. Now in New York City Live is, of course, brought to us by the Vitajex pill. The Vitajex, the What You Doing To Me pill. Park's famous flavor, delicious sausages. Summon a demon sausage baby today and grab some Park's famous flavor. Sausages today. Nice cold shave for beer. For people like having fun, for people like having more than one. Shaper is the one beer to have when you're having more than one. And if you don't drink 7-Up, you thirst away with 7-Up because 7-Up is all action. And our signature sponsor, babiesovernight.com, your new bundle of joy in a box overnight, guaranteed. Checking your traffic and transit and all that good stuff. We have lots of animal stories and the vote live. The vote for the Coney Island Casino. But replay viewers, let's see who tunes on in. I see Travis Weeks out there in South Africa is the first one in the room. And Autumn Alluring is checking on in from Canarsie. Welcome. Good to see you. Dean, welcome out there in the United Kingdom. And Activity 79 up there in Sweden, welcome. Good to see you. Daniel Tomeo right here in New York City. And Serge, welcome on into the show. Good to see you. John the Beagle Dad out there in the sunshine state of Florida. And Carol 813, good to see you. Lisa UK girl checking on in. And Phyllis 2284, welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to see you. Miss Cecilia Thomas, welcome. And Holla out there in New York City, good to see you, Holla. And Mr. Metalhead Warrior up there in the Pelhams, welcome. Good to see Kirk, welcome. Kirk, you got some time, get some beer, Kirk. And good to see you, Moishin Ali, welcome. The most interactive live stream on the internet. I read every single comment, welcome. Good to see you, Diana Lee, out there in London. All my Londoners checking on in. Good to see everyone. We got a jam-packed show. It's going to be a fun 2, maybe 3 hours. What will we discuss? I have no idea. Will we see the end of the world on the live stream? Hey, if it happens now in New York City Live, then yeah, we'll be watching it. Our Earth cameras are ready to go. Our DOT cameras are ready to go. Our traffic and transit is all ready to go. Good to see everybody. Good to see everybody. Welcome. I read every comment. How's everything going on here today, people? What is today? Monday? Happy Monday, everyone. Right when the weekend is getting good. It's Monday. We all get into the fun rhythm. Let's go around the Earth cameras, by the way, people. Here it is, people. The most important place in the world, at least for me. Coney Island. Coney Island. It's a beautiful day here, 77 degrees. It's kind of muggy and cloudy. And Dana Lee gifting 5 memberships of Dutch Moz Plus. Dana Lee, thank you so much for having faith in me as a content creator that you have gifted 5 gifted memberships to the channel. Much appreciated. With a big 5 gifted memberships to Dutch Moz Plus. So let's get these guys in. And the winners are Sharon the Pet Lover. Sharon the Pet Lover, there it goes. Sharon the Pet Lover. Nico Lord. Rachel H. Melissa Banks. And Kate McCoy. And there you go. And then we got more graphics and stuff going on, like Cascats. He's been a channel member for the last 9 months. Happy last Monday of September. It's the last Monday of September. That's right. Good to see you, Ron, up there in Rotterdam. Cascats, thank you so much for being a channel member. Deeply appreciated. But Kate McCoy, Melissa Banks, Rachel H., Nico Lord, Sharon the Pet Lover. Thank the great Diana Lee for your gifted memberships of Dutch Mod Plus. Please use those custom emojis in good health. That's right, baby. Here we go. Trying to use all my sound effects. So, and I have a couple of more that I need to program into the buttons. Anyway, congratulations to all the winners. Yes, indeed. You got to enable that, by the way. How do you get a free channel membership? You got to subscribe to the channel and enable it. But this is the one show where you don't have to be subscribed to a comment. You can comment right now, say hello. You want to tell me off? Do you want to curse me out? Please feel free. I love taking screenshots of those. Please feel free to insult me. And by the way, people, don't forget, if you try to bring the drama, no, like Cardi B says, I am the drama. I am the drama. So you don't have to be subscribed. You want to start the drama, but remember that I am the drama, like Cardi B. Anyway, the Mets season is over. RK8, good to see you. Good to see you. RK8, yeah, the season is over. Sorry, why are you apologizing for, Diana? What are you apologizing for? No need to apologize. I like it when people tell me off in my own chat. We've seen that already, so. Good to see you, Robert T. Welcome. We've had that. Remember that one guy? God bless him. Good to see you, Steelheart. Welcome. You don't got to be subscribed, so you can. How about this? 30 minutes past the hour, I'll tell you all my secrets about the live streamers who I don't do and don't like. How about that? Just hit the like button. If we get hit 100 likes in the next 24 minutes. If we get hit 100 likes in the next 24 minutes, I will tell you all my secrets. But good to see you, Steelheart Capper, welcome. Good to see you, Big T. Sally Skipico, welcome. And Jay Chulo, welcome. Do we have 2 cameras out? Okay, no, we got our Brooklyn Bridge camera. We don't have our Jersey City camera. We got our Statue of Liberty. We got our Empire State. We got our Coney Island. That's all I care about. Right, till next year. Is the music uplifting? This is Price is Right music. It's the best talkover music ever made. Rebel Radio News time now is 7 minutes past the hour. It's the best music to talk over. Good to see you, James Singh. Be welcome. We're seeing what's happening here in New York, so you get your transit and your traffic. We'll do that in 30 seconds. And then we do have some animal stories. We have the big story of the afternoon, which is squirrels attacking people in California. We will go to the videotape for that as well. But that's news outside of New York. Good to see you, Melissa. Oh, yeah, Melissa Banks. You're more than welcome. Shout out to Diana Lee for giving those 5 free memberships to Dutch Moz Plus. You're a musician. It hits you deep, right? Me too. I'm a drummer myself. Rebel Radio News time now, coming up on 8 minutes past the hour. Does the background music really bring you back? Does it really? It does, right? Big T. Wait, I'll play some more for you guys, since you guys are enjoying that back. So this is all Price is Right season 1 and 2 background music. Okay. So I'm just getting a couple of cues here, so I could see what you could do as a live streamer is figure out, like, it's like old TV. So you figure out rants. So I'm setting up right now for about 5-minute rant, or 5-minute intro, or 5-minute whatever. Actually, you know what we'll do? We got that. We got to do this first, people, because this is part of the show, people. This is part of the show. How could you not feel uplifted, right? Anyway, by my nonsense, absolutely. Let's check the transit and traffic. Brought to us by BabiesOvernight.com. Your new bundle of joy in a box, overnight guaranteed. BabiesOvernight.com. Checking the traffic here. It's a slow run here on the BQE here, heading in the normal neighborhoods by McCarran Park. A little bit of volume heading into the Manhattan, heading into the city on the Willie B over there. But Brooklyn and Manhattan Bridge is doing fine, as well as the Hugh Carey. Who the hell calls it that? Brooklyn Battery Tunnel. Holland Tunnel looking good, so everyone's and Lincoln Tunnel is doing well as well. So since those 2 tunnels are doing well, there's nobody at the American Dream Mall today. Lots of normal traffic volume, traffic in Midtown and the East Side there, but downtown's looking pretty good. Other than that, a little bit of volume here in the Bell Parkway, nothing too crazy, as well as Van Wyck. Normal bullshit for a Monday afternoon. If you can, take the train. Let's check the MTA here. We do have delays on our F and G trains at the moment. Other than that, everything's running really good. But, oh shit, this affects me. Coney Island bound, Stillwell, F and G trains. They're running with delays after they had a door problem at the viaduct over there on 4th Avenue and 9th Street. Check on in with MTA.info for more information. Citizen app is reporting as well. We have a semi-truck that hit a whole bunch of power lines not that far from here on Ocean Parkway and 19th Avenue. So what's it there? Basically, 19th Avenue, 55th Street. Borough Park kind of neighborhood over there. But yeah, that's all that's on the big map here. We'll be checking in with that, just checking out your weather radar. 78 degrees here in the greatest city in the world, New York, New York. The city's so nice, I named it 4 times. And anyway, here at the Super Studios here in Coney Island, 78 degrees with the wind gusting up to 4 miles an hour. It's coming out of the east right there. It's going to be a weird day. It's going to start getting colder as well. So we will check in with that. Normal crowds, by the way, normal crowds over on the Brooklyn Bridge. And we'll be checking out those cameras as well as we continue on with the show. It's almost like I know what I'm doing. Rebel Radio News time now is 10 minutes past the hour. Isn't this background music nice to talk over? Isn't it great to talk over? Right, born in 1965. That's a good year. That's a lot of good music out of 1965. Good to see you, Deborah Bradley. Welcome. Let's go Yankees. That's right. Let's go Yankees. Good to see you, Mrs. Metalhead, up there in the Pelhams. And Nina, I concur. Don't be a stunad. And hit that like button. Please, for me, the Metalheads and Jacks, all the cool dogs and cats that watch this that watch this live stream. and do you have a weird exotic animal that watches the show as well? They're the best people. Welcome. Don't be a stunad, all right? We gotta do it for the good dogs and cats. We gotta hit that like button. Come on. Good to see you, Nebul. Bonsoir, bienvenue, Nebul. And Deborah Brady with a $2 super chat. Deborah Bradley, thank you so much for a $2 super chat. Thank you so much for joining today's $2 club. Much, much, much appreciated with a big $2 super chat. Thank you so much, Deborah. Appreciate it. Shout out to Rupert and Sideshow Cat. Yes, indeed. Shout out to the best of the best. Shout out to Rupert and Sideshow Cat. We got to do it for all the good dogs and cats that watch the show. Hit that like button. Don't be a stunad. Don't let them down. But this music is the best music to talk over. Bar none, this is the best music to talk over. This music was specifically designed to talk over. And it just creates all these memories of 11 o'clock on watching CBS and the good old Bob Barker and whoever else was filling in maybe for that one time out of the year. Ugh. But then please, people, do me a favor. For the love of God, for all of humanity and society, for the generations beyond ours, paying homage to our ancestors in the past. For me, please, for me, for little old me, please. Have your pets spayed and neutered. Anyway, please have your pets spayed and neutered, please. But yeah, I did love the car festival. It was really good, Nebul. Nebul has some nice cars. Everyone got to check out Nebul. Check out his replay. Check out Nebul's replay. By the way, I read every comment, so if you have, say hello. Tell me where you're watching from. Let me give you a shout out. Big show today. We're going to see the vote on the Coney Island Casino coming up during the next hour of the show. So 3 o'clock is going to be a very exciting part of the show. So get some snacks. You got about 45 minutes. And but everyone check out Nebul. Check out Nebul, everybody. And come on. And Loco Tutti Frutti with a $2 super chat. Loco Tutti Frutti, thank you so much for the very generous $2 super chat. Thank you so much for joining today's $2 super chat club. Much, much, much appreciated. With a big $2 super chat. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Every time I see Loco Tutti Frutti's profile, that's the first sound that comes into my head. Please be careful when you super chat. Remember, people, please be careful when you super chat because sometimes people may have opinions. Rebel Radio News time now, 14 minutes past the hour. Good to see you, Brian Davis. Welcome. Good to see you, Ollie G. Welcome. We're in full radio tour guide mode here, so please feel free to ask me any kind of nonsensical questions. I have Price is Right music playing in my head. Now we got Pet Sounds. Great album. Look at that Pet Sounds. It's a fucking great album. I will do my best to act drunk being sober. It's for you guys. We do have some great animal stories here, so we'll bring out an animal story here. We'll look beyond New York City. Good to see you, Julie B.O.G. Welcome. Let me just quickly scan Citizen app. We have no weather worries at the moment. Let's see here. Okay. We do have smoke in a lobby of a building. This is the Uniqlo on 5th Avenue. 660 5th Avenue. We got smoke in the lobby of a commercial building here. Okay. It's going on now in New York City, people. There we go. He finally turned the camera the other way. There's that 50th Street, right? 53rd and 5th there. Smoke condition inside Uniqlo, everyone, if you're out there shopping. Right? Everyone has opinions. Exactly, Julie. Everybody has opinions about everything. No casino in Coney. Yes, indeed. And we are ready for it, by the way. So we do have, everyone. Here it is. Here's the live feed. The live feed is going to go live in 44 minutes. So we will be ready to go to... We're going to... Not that far from here. We're going to go to the library, which is on the same block as Justin Brennan's office. Will there be a backroom deal made? Stay tuned and find out. I really... Justin, don't let me down. Come on, you had all your press conferences and Jessica Ganton, whatever your name is. Don't let me down. Come on. I was convinced Jessica had it sold out, but I'm very proud. Hopefully, right? Yeah, exactly. Neboul has no opinions. He's French. Rebel Radio News Time. Rebel Radio News Time is now. Let's see. Let's build her up to her next story. Let's build her up. It's radio, people. Anyway. Yes. So we'll be ready for the announcement. That's coming up during the next hour of the show. Good to see you, Sarah C. Welcome. Come se come quoi? Cope quoi? Eh? Come. Yeah, Ollie. They got smoke, Ollie. I don't know, man. It's all right. Nobody hurt. Let me check comments really quick. Yeah, nobody hurt, right? Yeah, nobody hurt. Everyone's good. Smoke conditions inside the Uniqlo, everyone. We're monitoring that. Anyway, Rebel Radio News Time now, 17 minutes past the hour. I think our first story is the big story of the show here today, and that is a squirrel attacking people. And let me just get this video. They're trying to make me play the ad on this video for the life of them, but I refuse to have them play the ad on my goddamn show. Anyway, vicious squirrels attacking people in about 3 minutes. But if you haven't said hello yet, tell me where you're watching from. Let us give you a shout out. Welcome to the most interactive show here on the internet. That's what I'm talking about. 53 likes, 54 people watching. That's what I like. Let's get to 100. Let's get to smoke 'em if you got 'em. Smoke people. Right, Coney looks beautiful as always, right? It's a dreary day here. By the way, if everything goes according to plan, we will be out on the boardwalk later on this afternoon. So we will go have a walk. I will walk later, okay? For all the people who like walking channels, I will walk later, guys. Okay? I will walk later. We will do 9,000. Only gonna do 9,000 steps. I'll do 9,000 steps. Anyway. Oh, and by the way, Quacky, not Quacky. He enjoys the GPS letting us know how far I've moved. So I think we will begin to apply that to the walking. So maybe we'll try it out today. Cruising for losing. It's a baby gorilla. Yes, indeed. How do people keep feeding it? I don't know why people keep feeding the squirrels. But good to see you, Jeanette Trainer. Welcome. I know what I walk later. Yes, the savagery will be on a beautiful silver platter. The savagery. Remember, I got the album. All right. I am the drama. I am the drama. Remember that. Sponsored by Quacky. So now every time we go out. Every time we go out, I'll have the fitness tracker running, and that's gonna make me crazy because now I'm gonna say, oh, I did 5 miles today. Maybe we'll do 10 miles. Maybe, you know, it's like it's gonna drag me out, and I'm gonna be the fittest I've ever been my whole life, starting in October. Good to see you, William, out here in Brooklyn. Welcome. You know what? Wait, hold on. I do have savagery on a silver platter. Hold on. Here we go. I forgot I have props. Rebel Radio News Time now, 20 minutes past the hour. My revenge and my drama will be served. My savagery will be served on a silver World's Fair platter from 1965 World's Fair. My savagery will be dished out on this beautiful serving plates with a Unisphere salt and pepper shaker. So it's coming. It's coming. There we go. There you go. We got props. It's like a radio show, but I'm talking. Anyway, don't you love it? Literally a silver platter. Literally a silver platter. May not be the biggest one, but yes, William, that's the next hour, so stay with us, and we will be going to the Coney Island Library to watch the announcement live. So we'll be watching that together here on the show today because it's happening now in New York City live. Well, we got the ad playing, so we'll do that. And good to see you, Theory Mary. Bonsoir, bienvenue. Isn't that cool? Coney Island Jim gave me those for my birthday, or for Christmas or my birthday. I forgot which one, but anyway, he make me cry. Coney Island Jim's the best people. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to the news. A vicious squirrel, just one vicious squirrel, sends people to the San Rafael residence ER. So we have here a squirrel that's truly being savage. Let's go to the videotape here. We have to attack of the squirrel. Beware, people. Here we go. This is the story of the afternoon.
We go to the North Bay now, where some neighbors are on alert after a series of attacks on people perpetrated by a vicious squirrel.
Yeah, ABC 7 News reporter Cornell Bernard spoke with some of the victims today in San Rafael.
This clomped onto my leg, and it was just hanging on. His tail was flying up here, you know, and I was like, get off me! And I kind of didn't want to touch it.
It's the last thing Joan Hebleck expected on her morning walk through Lucas Valley in San Rafael.
Came out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere. I didn't see him running up to me at all.
Joan suddenly attacked by a squirrel, which clawed and bit her legs. The wounds bad enough, she had to go to the ER.
Scary.
Oh, yeah, very scary. And how do you get the squirrel attached to your leg off?
This is beautiful. Now it's following us until she almost killed me.
Isabel Campoy and her niece Carmen were also attacked while walking in the same area off Mount Lassen Drive.
The squirrel went to the floor and from the floor tried to jump to my face, which I tried to protect my face from, and then my arm was completely
cut up.
Overcome by the squirrel. Finally, it jumped off, and by then I was full of blood, and I ran to the emergency room.
When I saw her with all the blood in her arm, I was
the little clothes are razor sharp.
God.
These flyers are now posted alerting residents about the incident. Neighbors say 5 people have been attacked, possibly by the same squirrel with a golden color. It's also been the talk of next door.
Unfortunately, it's not unheard of.
Vanessa Potter from Wild Care in San Rafael says squirrels are not vectors for rabies. The aggressive behavior likely due to the animal being fed and cared for by humans when it was small.
Well, if they associate people with food, then they're not afraid of them. They come up, they come right up to you. They don't get it. There could be frustrations. They can be territorial of their space.
Wild Care urging the public not to feed wild animals. Meantime, neighbors are enjoying the outdoors but watching their backs. Isabel is trying to heal and move forward.
It hurts to touch the skin. I am putting my best power, mind, positive, in order to say I will survive this.
In San Rafael, Cornell Bernard, ABC 7 News.
Well, there you go, people. Squirrels, people. So squirrels are attacking everybody, and who knows, people? Who knows what is it the end of the world? Is it the end of the world? The squirrel was dressed up like Freddy Krueger. Yeah, good to see you, RJ, up there in Colorado. Welcome. You know, there's certain parks here in New York City, like Central Park and City Hall Park in particular, and Madison Square Park. Those parks, the squirrels come right up to you. If you go into the right spot, the squirrel's gonna come right to you. They're not gonna care, and just don't piss it off. I know. I like feeding squirrels too, William. William, I like feeding squirrels too. We've done it on the stream. I don't know how many times. I've been tempted to get squirrel food just to have it for the live stream, so we could stop and feed the squirrels along the way. It's a Freddy Krueger squirrel, people. It's a Freddy Krueger squirrel. Anyway, that's the big story of the afternoon here. Yeah, time to bolt your windows, right? Exactly. You know, fun fact, RJ. Fun fact. True story. In Bay Ridge, my bedroom window is on the fire escape side of the building. So if I keep my window open without the window screen in there, because sometimes I like to go out onto the fire escape and use it like a balcony, you know. Sometimes I will leave my screen up. So one day I left my window open and the screen was up because I was out on the fire escape. And I came home after work and 2 little squirrels were like in my bed and they were like running around. They pooped everywhere. And then the minute I came in, they ran out. The squirrels had a damn good time on my bed, pooping and shit. And it was awful. My mom was fit to be tied. Did I ever see the rat fight? Oh, good to see you, Jim. Welcome. Did I see the rat fight on the subway? There's a new rat fighting video on the subway, for real. Let me see if I can find that, Jim. Good to see you, Jim. Hope you do it. I hope you're feeling better, Jim. Let's see. We have 2 supporters of the Coney. We're on Fox today. One's a plant. It's on YouTube. Really, D30? Oh, look at this. We do. We have a viral fight here. Holy shit. What the hell's going on here? Let me get this video queued up here for y'all. Yeah, D-Dirty. We might actually go to that video, D-Dirty. I want to see that video. I'll tell you, they're probably both plants. But anyway. Rat fights, people. Let's go to the videotape here, people. New York City rats are next level. Let's see, do we have any stupid music playing?
NYC rats
are here we go.
Next level.
Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god.
Yes. We need some gladiator music or something like that.
Oh my god.
Good to see you, Esteban Fernandez. Right, finally a sport I could get behind, right, Strawberry?
You guys.
Good to see you, Wurlitz. Wow. Wow. There's like an audience there. They missed their train.
Next level.
They missed their trains because of this. They're like, fuck that. I'm not hopping on the train. I'll wait another 20 minutes. It's the weekend. I'll wait another 20 minutes for this god-awfully packed G train. I want to watch the rats fight. It's a love ritual. Exactly. That's what I was thinking, Carol. Like, is it a love ritual? Are they getting relations, you know? They either so I think we could safely concur that these 2 rats either really love each other or really hate each other. No pizza was involved, Melissa. Amazingly enough, it seems to be that no pizza was involved. That means stay away, you think? I want to know who wins. I know, Nebul. This is the problem with fucking TikTok. It always leaves you like hanging. You know, it always leaves you like hanging. Anyway, Ratzelmania. Ratzelmania sounds like a pasta. I'll take a Ratzelmania with cheese, please. Right, I think, are they playing? If that's true. If they were fighting, there'd be blood. That's true. Yeah, only in New York City, right? Did the NYPD give them tickets? Without a doubt, the NYPD gave them tickets. Without too much weed is getting to them. Exactly, Esteban. It's making them psychotic. This weed is too strong. It's making me crazy. Anyway. So another story of the hour, everyone. Did you see the rats fighting? Anyway, thank you so much, Jim. And let's see here. Do we have Fox 5 here in the Coney Casino? Let me see if I can find this clip here. I want to laugh at this. Since we're going to... By the way, the vote for the Coney Island Museum in 30 minutes, everyone. In 30 minutes. It's the Jazz Radio channel. Yeah, it's a talk radio channel, but I need background music. No, it's not too hot out there. No, we're gonna watch the Coney Island votes happen, and I'll be out walking later. So yes, later on this afternoon, we'll be right there on the Coney Island boardwalk, and we will be outside walking. It's 79 degrees. It's actually pretty nice outside. I just came in from the supermarket, but we're doing the indoor radio show now because in 30 minutes we're gonna watch the vote together for the casino. So we're doing our talk radio show with World's Fair music and other kind of music in the background. Yes. They get really nasty. No, they do. No, rats do get really nasty when they fight. Oh no, that is what's terrible? We're gonna watch the vote together. We're not gonna lose the vote. This view would be destroyed if we lost the view. Absolutely. Wait, I have it ready to go here. Yes. What would the Coney Island Casino look like? Well, that's the view right there. The Wonder Wheel, the 150-foot tall Wonder Wheel, will be dwarfed by a 402-foot tall, 33-story tall building. But rest assured, we might luck out. But that's why we're going to watch the vote together, John the Beagle Dad. But I'll be outside later. I know you like the walking and me being outside, so we'll be outside walking later on. So it's not how did you put it? It's not too hot outside. It's just we're going to watch the vote here together. We're going to watch the vote together. Anyway, Rebel Radio News time now, 32 minutes past the hour. Welcome on into the show, people. Let me try to find this Fox 5 clip here. Oh, there it is. Oh boy. Thank you. Who told me about this clip here? I gotta give you a shout out. Who told me about this clip here? So D Dirty, this one's for you, man. Let's watch this together. I want to watch this together and laugh. Anyway, Rebel Radio News time now, 32 minutes past. You were here. Yes, the people were paid to vote, and there is video evidence of this. But let's watch together. This is probably the most viewers they're going to get is right now. Us watching this together. Good Day, New York. What the hell happened to Jim Ryan and the other guy who used to drink all the time? Dick Oliver. Whatever happened? What happened to all these people who used to do real news in the morning? Now we have Rosanna Scotto and whoever else is sitting next to her. Let's react together to supporters of the Coney Island Casino Project. They're going to be here on Good Day New York promoting the casino. Oy vey, people.
So everybody's talking this morning. Will Coney Island, Brooklyn, be home to a new casino?
Will it become a
Community
casino?
Advisory Committee voting today on whether a casino in their
voted or
neighborhood
did they
gets the
vote
green
today?
light.
They're voting
it's called
today.
The Coney Project. It includes a massive $3 billion casino and entertainment
I thought it was
complex.
two.
Plus,
They added
the
$1 billion.
rezoning of the neighborhood streets.
The rezoning has, by the way, passed already.
Casino and rezoning have proven divisive among Coney Islanders. Those against say a casino would bring more crime and traffic to the area, while backers of the project promise economic transformation to the neighborhood that's otherwise a depressed seasonal business district. For the most part, a great community, though. Joining us, two of the supporters of the casino,
Robert Carnegie's head is me now. Hey, I'm Robert Carnegie.
And Mervil Shazada. We just talked about Mervil.
Right,
Shazada,
I can't pronounce your name. I'm sorry.
Director of Alpha Dia Community Services, a local nonprofit. Thank you guys so
Hi,
much
I'm
for
Robert
being here.
Carnegie.
And so, how are you feeling before the vote today?
I want a yes. I want a yes. The community deserves it. They need it.
Right.
I want a yes.
And
I'm so
Rob,
happy I'm
obviously
blocking
a
out
huge
Carnegie's
advocate
face.
For this project.
He just has such
What
a
do you say
sinister,
to the
evil look
critics
to him.
Who will say this is not going to work? This is going to be
He's such,
a negative
he's such
for
a,
the
he's such
community.
a,
I mean, what's
he's
your
such
last pitch
a
for
character.
Well, first of all, the RFA demands 70% of this project is centered around being transformative in the neighborhood that you're in. There's 17% unemployment. And on that peninsula, access to jobs is a
the remapping is null and void with a vote, with a no vote. Oh, there you go. So it's not like
as it stands.
I thought the demapping of the Bowery was like permanent. So I guess not.
Tens of thousands of petitions say that they want
the number one guy.
Access to good quality jobs.
What quality jobs come out of a casino?
You know, I love Coney Island. The weekends, it's always, you know, kind of pop in, lots of people there. But during the week, it's slow and quiet. Why wouldn't the people
Why
in
are you
that
trying to sell
neighborhood
this thing, Rosanna?
want a casino there?
So what I've noticed when I go around and I do speak about the project to a lot of residents, I'm going to be honest, I've never seen her in the neighborhood. And when they do get the information, they do want it. Unfortunately, a lot of them don't speak up, or they're working, or they don't have that time to go out. Coney Island is a community that's been neglected for decades, and they need more. They need opportunities, they need options. There's so much that is needed there. And this project plans to do that. It's transformative what they're offering.
Rob, before you comment, I want you to listen to some of the people in the neighborhood who we talked to the other day.
They should find another place. This is more like a family thing, Coney Island.
I don't think they should, because it's going to ruin what is here now.
Casino will bring more problems to Coney Island. Not so many jobs, but many more problems.
Ari Keegan, everybody. I can't believe I'm agreeing with Ari
Those
Keegan.
people that we talked to, even some people on the city council, they're not so, you know, happy with this project.
So I think there's a lot of misinformation out there. So
there's no
idea that
misinformation.
There's an increase in crime is a fallacy. Anybody who's a crime prevention professional will tell you where there's more lighting and more activity. Actually, crime is reduced.
We look at Atlantic City. You know, the casinos really have not done much in the neighborhood in Atlantic City.
Rosanna's being objective.
It was a conglomerate. This is one institution amongst the very fabric of Coney Island. So
you lose on the Atlantic City argument.
Almost like
you lose on the Atlantic City argument every fucking time.
This is being built into what currently exists. And listen, Brooklyn is his own brand. If you looked at it from that standpoint, certainly a casino should be in Brooklyn. When I've had the pleasure of living abroad, and when I tell people I'm from New York, they get excited. They get even more excited.
Where's the casino? You live in Brooklyn.
So you know, it's very consistent with what the brand for the city is. And then if you go back a century, it's exactly what was there. There were casinos. There were the first light show in the country was in Coney Island. So there's a history of first for Coney Island.
Certainly
First light show
today. We know
this is
there are
news to
reports
me.
that 4 of the 6 committee members.
It was like fireworks where the gambling pavilion used to be, right here in the West End. Are you talking about that?
Issued a statement. I think we have that statement.
Are we going back to
things we need in Coney Island?
Yeah, here he is.
But a casino
Justin
is
Brennan.
one of them. And let's be real, casinos exist to make money, not to fix our aging infrastructure or lift families out of poverty.
I will tell you 2 things can exist at the same time. So you can fix the existing infrastructure. You can build resiliency along the waterways, which is absolutely necessary, while making money at the same time. I don't know anybody
Kim, that's very true, Kim. That's the whole argument right there.
So multiple things can exist.
Good to see you, Kim. Good to see you, NYC girl.
You're obviously with a community group, and so you're there. You see some of these issues, and so it's striking to me that you feel so strongly about how this could help.
I see so much. I've gone into the NYC houses where there's families that don't have, that are asking me for jobs, that are asking me for food, that are asking me for baby formula. So
I need
it's
baby
formula.
The casino will give the baby formula. Baby formula for everybody.
And I'm one of his constituents.
Everyone in Coney gets free baby formula because casino.
Community that's been lacking in years, in decades. The Coney project is offering
I'm happy you
More
called
than
out
what
that
I
guy
think
too.
any other project has offered $300 million in community trust investment.
And that's up from
Well,
200.
I'm about to tell you, they upped everything by like $1 billion and $100 million. They just upped everything.
Right to 300 million. For Marie, one of the things that was important was the $5 million investment into the local food pantries. Right, she's on the street.
Yes.
She's hearing what's necessary.
The need is great.
So what we responded to was not something we made up in our minds. It was listening to constituents.
You know,
like
Joe Sitt
Marie
could have been
and like
providing
others who
for
have
the
made
food pantries
demands
already.
and
It
responded
doesn't
to
take a
those
lot of money to
demands.
fix up the
I
food
find it
pantries
a
in
little
communities.
bit off-putting.
And Joe Sitt has that
prior
kind of
to the
fucking
vote,
money.
And prior to our response, to
Exactly,
what the
Neville,
community and the TAC
exactly.
demanded. We met every single one of their goals.
Yeah, gambling makes
to
people
publicly
broke,
say
and
that you
the
be
house
against it,
always wins.
kinda
That's right,
flies in
Dr.
the face
Who.
a little bit of what democracy we know it to be, which
Good
is
to
a
see you,
vote.
Lee.
So getting the information, processing the information,
this
and
is
then
so
having a vote
stupid.
would be fine. Getting the information, not responding to it, and then.
Are we
sending
really
out a
talking about an
negative, I don't
information
know- I
program
don't know what
here,
that
Robert?
says.
Like, for real?
Well, it's today, right?
It's
today.
Well, maybe
20
somebody out
minutes,
there's
everyone.
listening
Let it be a yes.
All right.
Well, thank you, Marie.
Good luck to you both.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
What a weird. That was the most odd, uncomfortable segment of Good Day New York I've ever seen. Oh, Lord have mercy. Anyway, let's talk about it, people. Good to see you, Doctor Who. Good to see you, Neville. Good to see you, NYC girl. If you're just joining us, welcome on in, Travis. I know, talking so much bullshit, Travis. Christopher Dotson. Good to see you, Christopher Dotson. In all honesty, casinos do rob people. Imagine putting one in the middle of Coney Island. It will be especially detrimental to the other businesses in the district and of course, the two theme parks. It's complete bullshit. We got to focus on the good stuff. That's right there, Christopher. Good to see you. God help us. Why? And we'll go to the schematic again here. Is this really necessary for Coney Island? Let's get into it, people. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Good to see you, K Pepper L. Welcome. Yes, they denied all the casinos in Manhattan. Yes, and as predicted, the Resorts World in Queens and the what's it called again? The Yonkers Raceway Casino both got their approvals, and supposedly they're going to be getting their licenses, and yeah, those two are approved, and so those will be expanding where they belong anyway. I watched a little bit of the Yonkers Raceway public hearing, and everybody was like cheering. Literally, everybody was cheering it on. Like, we need this, yay! So, but was Snoop was that Snoop Dogg? Oh, that was not Snoop Doggy Dogg's brother. No, that was Robert Carnegie, who has a very checkered past when it comes to development and all that shit here in New York City. Well, here particularly in Brooklyn, he used to be a city council member of Bedford-Stuyvesant, and he was on there for quite a few years. And then he got involved with some weird real estate kind of shit, where they built a whole bunch of like luxury apartments, and he was like in the middle of that. He was caught red-handed, so he left his seat. He did not get voted out, or his term didn't come to an end. He had to leave early because of his debauchery and his wickedness. So anyway, exactly, Neville, exactly. Why are they gonna? Well, Astroland Park is no longer here. It's now Luna Park. But imagine a 402-foot tall building, block number 4, as it's called here in the schematic, towering over the Wonder Wheel. Getting into the more deeper aspects of this, see, it's like real TV, folks. We have the gaming facility here. Supposedly, you're going to be able to go up these steps here, and that takes you to the 1 acre of public land, which has, see these things that look like rides? They're just lights. They're not rides, actually. The roof of the convention facility cannot support heavy things like rides. So you have the opportunity here to kind of build something really cool, which, by the way, that's what we kind of need. Just chop off the top of the building here, right? Chop off the top, these tops here. Bring this down maybe about 6 stories, but with really high ceilings. Build a pavilion of fun, and then you could build rides on the roof, because we got the technology to build it. So you could put rides on the roof. You could have dark rides underneath. I even still think you could do the sky bridges. I still think you could even do that. You could do the sky bridges, just no fucking tall building right opposite of the Wonder Wheel. Keep it all same kind of level. You know what gives it the real height? The rides. You put the rides on a deck, give it a crazy look. So you come into Coney on the train, all you see is fucking rides and bright lights and shit. And the Pavilion of Fun could stay open year round. It's like a no fucking brainer. It's like a no-brainer. Anyway, getting back to the comments, and Coney Island is considered a historic district. This whole development came out of the 2010 rezone, and I talked about that months back. Maybe we'll talk about that again. Robert Carnegie is a very upstanding citizen. You wish the city will focus more on fixing the horrible economy and housing and homeless. Christopher, it's easier said than done. But the casino thing, the 5 licenses for the downstate casino things, that was planned out back in 2012. I want to say 2012, maybe before that. But there was already talk about it. So we need more casinos. Like, supposedly we voted this. I don't remember having that as a option. But maybe it was written in there kind of funky, and I voted yes for something else, and we got this. But unfortunately, yes, people are only worried about their own pockets. It's very true. Yes, building on the sand, they can't. Yeah, no, they could build this. They could build this. But if the casino does get built, it's ugly. It's unimaginative, and this is what we need in New York. We need imaginative kind of stuff. Excuse me, Michelle K. Good to see you. Rubber Radio News time now. 46 minutes past the hour. But it's tough. It's tough to find work. Yes, it's tough to find work, and especially union jobs. You got to be an apprentice for so many years. It's tough. You talking to a person here? No health care. I'm an independent contractor, so my work comes and goes. And this year it went. So thank you to all the people who support the channel. You guys have no idea. We're slowly but surely getting there where I could just quit the jobs. And anyway, you're knitting socks while listening. Awesome. Anyway, you vote for it if they build it underground. I don't think you could build it underground too deep. You don't know about the woman, but the homeboy. No, well, Robert Carnegie is one of the main people he's like a booster of the project. You know who I would love to know whose opinion about this would be is Marty Markowitz. What does Marty Markowitz think of the Coney proposal and the whole thing? We know what Dominic Recchia. He was a former city council member, a state senator or something. I think he was city council member for Coney, and now he's all in on this project. So he's on the payroll as well. But of course, the man that we need to really talk about is of course Joey Coney Island. Here's the man who is maybe in the next 15 minutes. Will this man destroy Coney Island? Here he is, blight for spite, Coney Island. Joe Sitt. Now, Joe Sitt has done quite a few things. What's going on here? My phone is blowing up, and I don't know who these people are. Oh, what the fuck is this? That they're sending me photos now? Hold on, people. All right. This is blight for spite, Coney Island Joe Sitt. Now, he when Astroland Park was closing, when the word got out that that was closing, this is the guy who bought up all the property. This is the guy who bought up the entire amusement zone. And when Astroland Park finally closed, he was the asshole who put in Dreamland. What was Dreamland? Well, Dreamland was a collection of carnival rides from all across the country, featuring a ride that was on the Neverland Ranch that what's his name? Michael Jackson actually owned. So that was the star attraction was this carnival ride, and the asphalt was all uneven and dirty, and it was visibly just a trashy kind of place. It was terribly run. It was awful. So for 1 year, 2008, or was it 2000? No, it was 2009. 2009. It was a depressing year in Coney. We really did think we were going to lose the entire amusement district. I mean, it was that scary. It was literally that scary. And then 2009, by the end of 2009, Mayor Bloomberg comes in, and Mayor Bloomberg's like, you know what, we got to save the amusement district. We got to make something that's year round. And he rezones. He gives the zoning a new designation. It's called Parkland now officially. So he divides it though. He creates a street called Wonder Wheel Way. And then from Wonder Wheel Way to the boardwalk, it's pretty much all rides and concessions. And then from the other side, it's a special commercial zone. And that special commercial zoning district invited Joe Sitt to basically build this or give spawn to this idea of a casino. And the other funny thing about this is that Mayor Bloomberg ends up taking the land away from Joe Sitt from where Astroland Park used to be, and that turns into the first iteration of what's now Luna Park. So, and then Luna Park was able to expand. Luna Park is Zamperla people have spent a lot of money here in Coney, turning Coney Island into a showpiece. Which, by the way, they oppose the casino, and of course, the family-run Dino's Wonder Wheel Park oppose the casino as well. All the neighbors oppose the casino. But is this necessary? Is this necessary? So this is basically what happens when you only focus on like the maxing out the square footage. So this is what you get. So will this happen? We're gonna be here together, and we're gonna find out in about 15 minutes. So we will be going to the Coney Island library here, right here on Mermaid Avenue, and we're gonna see the vote. You didn't do anything, Mr. Bot. Good to see you, Mr. Bot. So yeah, you work for Central Amusement. Did you work in Luna Park, William? You work for Central Amusements? Central Amusements International are the people who run Luna Park. No, the casino proposal absolutely gives no consideration for the community at all, K. Pepper L. Another funny thing that came out of this, all these meetings, was besides the fact that, you're building something that's going to tower over the amusement district. What about flood mitigation? Flood mitigation, there was no flood mitigation in the plan. Basically, their property will be raised, but everybody else around really will kind of have to fend for themselves in the event of a major hurricane like Hurricane Sandy. There was no real plan. And also their traffic plan was pretty non-existent as well. There's only pretty much 3 ways to get in and out of the Coney Island area. And understand that people like me who live on the West End, there's like 80,000 of us out here in the West End. There's a lot of people out here. And we got to get through that area in order to get off or on the island. So to put a project like this of this scale, you're just going to tax an already congested area. So their traffic plan was pretty much non-existent. The community, a member of Community Board 13, she made her own traffic plan and traffic analysis, which was more thorough and most likely a lot more accurate than the casino people who did their traffic program, which it was basically, again, non-existent. It was non-existent. But good to see everybody. Welcome. Used to go to that library as a kid? Well, Willie, you used to work for Central Amusements International. Did you work here in Coney or did you work in Central Park? So Central Amusements International also ran something called Victorian Gardens, which was a children's park in Central Park, where the Wallman Rink is. So basically the Wallman Rink during the summertime, it becomes a kiddie park. And but that's the reason why Zamperla is here in Coney, because Mayor Bloomberg liked how they ran Victorian Gardens. So then it's like, hey, I give you this sweetheart deal for all this land here. Can you just build rides on it? And guess what? It fucking worked. William, you worked out here in 2018? Dude, I probably ran into you. Did you ever see me? I'm always, 2018 was a good year. We were riding the Cyclone all the damn time. 2018, we're riding the Cyclone all the time on live stream. I kind of miss those days. But I was always around. Yeah, 2018 Coney. I'm like always around, streaming and doing other things. But anyway, let's get a live shot here. Come on, Earth Cam. Earth Cam has to reboot here. There we go. There's our live view. That's where we'll be going there. If everything goes according to plan, if the vote goes the way we want it to go, we'll be out there walking the board. I go outside. While outside, I'll be outside later outside. So, but we do have our feed here. 6 minutes to go on the feed. Do you think this is going to start on time? Who thinks this is going to start on time? We have a countdown clock going here. Who thinks it's going to start on time? There's 71 people watching this right now. And by the way, they don't have a chat. They don't do a chat on this. They don't do a chat because they know that you know, people would dick around and stuff. Who thinks this is going to start on time? Chat sounds like your kids going out. Our kids are going outside. What's going on, chat? Yeah, it's good to see you, Karen J. McLean. Welcome. But why put something of this scale in the middle of a place where families are supposed to hang out? Like, for real, people. For real. Let's really think about this. Look at the Coney Island Museum right here. This little building right here. That's the Coney Island Museum. Look at that. Just completely overshadowed. And what about the Wonder Wheel? Bloody hell. Just completely topped over by a 402 foot tall building. Just everything about it is just bad. It's just bad. Like, just build the lower part, right? Build it like up to like this third level here, right? You build it up to this third level, right? You can put rides inside of it and shit like that. And we need dark rides in Coney. We have great artists and creative types here in Brooklyn. Why can't we build a kind of like an envelope of a building for a dark ride, and it changes out? We have computer monitors, we have stuff like this where we could make immersive experiences in very small, confined places. Why can't we do that here? It makes no fucking sense. And then on the outside of it, you put all your retail. You could build it right here in this little lot right here. We could build a nice expanded El Dorado with the original sound system and everything, and bigger and better lights. I mean, for real. Might as well take down the Wonder Wheel. We can't take down the Wonder Wheel. It's landmarked. Right? Exactly. Ride the Wonder Wheel to stare at a building, to stare at hotel rooms. And by the way, if you want an experience like that, ride the big wheels or whatever it's called, the Dream Wheel in American Dream Mall. Do you want to ride a Ferris wheel where 2/3 of the time you're staring at a building? Ride the Dream Wheel in American Dream Mall. It's actually, that wheel is actually bigger than the Wonder Wheel. I think it's like 200 foot or something like that. But you're surrounded by indoor laser tag. I mean, it's like, and then yes, build like a meeting center, a kind of convention center space that could be adapted to be used for other things. You could make, and with this kind of versatile space, you could make like very dynamic community spaces where people, you know, use it and it changes over. The uses change. You could build the infrastructure to have restaurants and again, stuff where it's open year round. We could do this. And again, you could even build this design where it's built over the Bowery. You could build that. You could literally build this. And it would be, by the way, it would be it would be stupid popular. I can guarantee you that. I know the Dream Wheel's $25 a person. Dream Wheel's overpriced. I wanted to ride the Dream Wheel for the live stream, and I'm like, and then I saw other people's videos of riding the Dream Wheel, and I was like, that's the stupidest fucking thing. Good to see E-Bike Mike. Welcome. E-Bike Mike, welcome on into the show. I hope you're doing well. We have a very exciting second hour of the show coming up. We're going to go live to the Coney Island Library over here on Mermaid Avenue, and we will see the votes. But right, a bowling alley, and we need batting cages. We used to have batting cages here in Coney. Why can't we bring them back and put them inside? Why can't we have an indoor not golf cart, you know what I mean, a go-kart track like they have out in New Jersey? How can we not have that here? Exactly, with a great food hall with independently owned, local food options, right? Expand. It's simple, people. Expand the family entertainment. Right? Didn't do it either. That's why you did it. Exactly. Still stands. Exactly. But good to see it. It's exactly. It's $25. You could buy some alcohol and feel like you're in a dream wheel. Exactly. Anyway, we're gonna keep this up. We gotta start the next hour of the show here, by the way, people. So anyway, a water park. That was an idea that was proposed back in 2000, like some kind of indoor-outdoor water park. It could be done. It could be done, and people will come here if the food and the pricing is right. It will be a home run. It would be a home run. But anyway. Uh-oh. Hey, they're biting off my music. They're biting off my music. Anyway. All right, people. It's the top of the hour. Live from the west coast to the west end of Coney Island. Time for another exciting hour of Now in New York City Live. We are live. We're coming to you live. About to watch the final votes for the Coney proposal. Will the politicians sell us off? We're going to find out together here on the channel. But welcome everyone to the show. How dare I make sense? How dare I make sense? I'm giving Joe Sit free ideas. How dare I make sense? Is this like the free music you get from the app? Anyway. Right, your movie exactly. You're right. Your movie theater idea will make more sense. Exactly. Anyway, we need all that and the above, people. But it's showtime, people. It's showtime. But welcome on into the show, everyone. We're waiting for the votes for the Coney Casino. Are people storming the stage? It's officially 3 o'clock, everyone. Welcome on into the show. Good to see you, Hank P. Welcome. We do have stories for the top of the hour here coming up. We do have a story about squirrels attacking people and 2 rats fighting in the subway, a duel to the death. We'll talk about that. I have a feeling this is not going to last an hour, so good to see you, Hank P. Welcome. Good to see everybody. If you haven't said hello, tell us where you watch from. Let me give you a shout out. Let's get to 100 likes if we can. I'm going to use their background music to talk over. Yeah. It's the Legislative Jam. And how many people are watching this right now? Let's see how many people are watching. 146, everyone. So we're almost rivaling them. 146 people watching the vote here. Of course, they don't have a chat. We have a chat. Right? It's going to be like 10 minutes, right? Right, Jim? Yeah. I knew it's not going to be long. As long as we don't have to go through the presentation again. I don't need to see the presentation again. I know they're gonna widen streets and shit. And they're gonna have a ramp and all that. I don't care. I don't care about that. 163. There are 10 people have already tuned out. I ain't waiting for this. Yeah, the Bronx was this morning. It was 5 minutes. Okay, there we go. Thank you so much, Jim. It was 5 minutes, people, so. Good to see you, Lopez. We are waiting for the vote here for the Coney Island Casino. Were there backroom deals made on Mermaid Avenue? We will find out together. And hopefully, this abomination will not be built by this guy, because we certainly don't need all of this nonsense. And by the way, fun fact, Thor Equity's website here, all of these shops are empty except for It's Sugar. Anyway. Yes, I am, Autumn. Yes, I am. So I believe, yeah, that's a good question, D Dirty. I don't know if they approved or I don't think they approved the one in the Bronx as well. I think the one that's gonna win is gonna be Citi Field. But I don't think the Bronx passed. But D Dirty, thank you so much for letting me know about Good Day New York, because I haven't watched Good Day New York in years. I'm a Channel 11 kind of guy. Oh, wow, they voted yes for the Bronx project, 4-2. Holy shit, to the Bronx. The Bronx got their casino. Now, for the people in the Bronx, they got to wait for the Gaming Commission to actually grant them their license. Wow. That's the Bally's Casino there at that. It's the golf course, right? Wow. That's wild. Almost 200 people watching the Gaming Commission here. By the way, the Coney ones have been consistently the most viewed ones. Wow. So there you go, people. So the Bronx, the Community Advisory Committee has voted yes, 4-2. Right, so tomorrow is Willets Point, the last one. I have a feeling they're going to be voting yes for Willets Point. That's City Field, everybody. That's the City Field proposal. And I think the City Field proposal will be the one that ultimately gets built. I don't think the Bronx one is going to get built. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong right now, people. I could be wrong right now. Will Justin Brennan and Jessica Scranton, whatever her name is. Scarella Spanton, right? Whatever her name is. I forget her name. I should know it. Oh, we get DJ. Oh, no. Oh, we might be going live. Oh, no. I spoke too soon. They're just going to do a hard out. I know they're not going to, like, mute the music nice. And they're not going to do a crust dissolve into the show. We're hearing their background music, so you're hearing what I'm hearing right now. Is this the StreamYard music? Is this like the free StreamYard music? This is the free... Yeah, leave City Field alone. It's got baseball already. Yeah, I know, Neville. I know. Margie Blog, good to see you. Welcome on in. Right? It's a love vote. It's a love vote. Soon they'll be making another vote. It's a love vote. All right, it's been 7 minutes. Come on. This has been 7 minutes. Okay, I'm officially over the corporate rah-rah music here. I'm officially over it. So you know what we're gonna do? Wait, hold on. I'm gonna do something funny here. I'm gonna do something funny. I'll give you background music, people. Hold on. I need talk over music, and you know. Anyway. All right. Oh, it's the YouTube creator catalog. Okay. That's YouTube creator catalog. It sounds that corny. We're waiting. We're waiting for the Coney. We're waiting for them to put in their little blue cards and make the light go on. Right? I gotta put my... This is not Benny Hill music. This is not Benny Hill music. Come on. You guys know who this is. Curtis Sliwa will not be at the vote. I doubt it. There's no need for him to be at the vote. Oh, here we go. They listen to my music. I appreciate that, Lopez. There you go, cruising for a bluesing goddess match game. Wait, I gotta take myself out of the shot here. Hold on.
Good. Okay, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Councilman Justin Brannon. I'm the chair of the Coney Community Advisory Committee. Upon receipt of a completed application in response to the request for applications is issued pursuant to New York Racing, Wagering and Breeding Law, Title 2A, the Commission will establish a Community Advisory Committee for each application received based upon the physical location of the proposed gaming facility. Accordingly, having received a completed application for a project at Coney Island, Brooklyn, the Commission has established a Community Advisory Committee for the applicant, the Coney. By statute, such Community Advisory Committee consists of appointees made by the governor, the New York City mayor, the state senator, the state assembly member who who all represent the district where the proposed facility is to be located, the borough president where the facility is proposed to be located, and the city council member representing the district where the facility is proposed to be located. I will now call the roll of the appointed members of the CAC. Portia Henry.
Here.
Alex Summer. Here. Jessica Scarcella-Spanton.
Here.
Scarcella-Spanton. I always forget her name.
Antonio Reynoso. Here. Okay, and I, Justin Brannon, pursuant to New York General Construction Law 41, a quorum shall be established by the presence of 4 members. Since a quorum of qualified members is present, we can continue with business.
Yay.
Okay, so now I'm going to read the applicant.
Are we really going to do this? Justin, are we really going to do this, bro?
This now? Okay, the next item of business is going to be sorry, we got to do this first. The next item of business is the approval of the minutes from the organizational meeting held back on July 30th. Can I get a motion to approve those minutes?
Motion.
And do I have a second? Okay, it has been moved and seconded that the minutes of the organizational meeting held on July 30th, 2025 be accepted as presented. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Are there any opposed to those minutes? Okay, hearing no opposition, the motion carries and the minutes are approved. Okay, now, consideration of the application amendments to the Coney application. As per guidance issued by the Gaming Facility Location Board on June 23rd and September 3rd, 2025, a community advisory committee may solicit changes to a bidder's application with limitations. A bidder may make a promise, commitment, or obligation. All promises, commitments, or obligation must be definitive, meaning not incumbent on future state or local discretionary action, and unconditioned inability of the bidder to perform.
All right.
A community advisory committee may request a bidder change or modify their application.
I guess Joseph's
Changes, promises, commitments, or obligations must be incorporated into the application for the board or commission to have any role in the enforcement of such. No change or modification necessitating a change to either the New York State Environmental Quality Review Act or the New York City Environmental Quality Review process can be considered.
Lots of blying.
The Gaming Facility Location Board developed a form to memorialize and transmit any requests for change or modification. On September 12th, the committee received formal amendments to the Coney application from the Coney team. Amendments were updated and provided to the committee on September 19th and September 25th. I will do my best to summarize the 10 amendments that were submitted. Amendment 1 to the Community Investment Fund. The Coney Community Investment Fund will offer $100 minimum shares for Coney Island residents only, designated to provide wealth building opportunity to Coney Island families at an affordable cost.
Give me $100.
Amendment 2 to local hiring practices, hiring 30% of permanent jobs with residents from Coney Island, 50% from Brooklyn, and 95% from New York State. Amendment 3, Traffic and Transportation Enforcement Enhancement Plan for traffic reduction, a commitment to measures in their transportation report, expected to reduce car trips by about 27% when compared to a non-action
procedural bullshit.
Amendment 4, the ferry service and dock rehabilitation.
That ain't gonna happen.
Increased public benefit investment spending and traffic reduction by $10 million investment in infrastructure costs to prepare Steeplechase Pier for ferry access, and a public safety fund, which was raised to $100 million
the soothing voice of Justin Brennan will make anyone fall asleep.
EMS. Amendment 5, design, use, and massing of the sky bridges. They have reduced the heights, widths, and levels of both the Stillwell Sky Bridge and the West 12th Sky Bridge design. They removed gaming use from one level each. Overall, these changes reduce the size of the sky bridges to the minimum amount viable to connect the various buildings and uses while maintaining the project's overall viability. Amendment 6 is a food security fund. The applicant committed to providing at least $5 million in funding to local nonprofits to combat food insecurity in Coney Island. Amendment 7, the Coney Trust Board composition and funding. Local $300 million that local elected officials such as the mayor, borough president, state senator, assembly member, council member representing the district will be added as members of the Coney Trust.
Nice.
Amendment 8, neighborhood strategies for minimizing disruptions during construction. They will create a comprehensive plan.
Get on with it already. Holy fucking shit.
EDC-owned properties. Amendment
Thank you
9,
so much,
Resilience
there,
Hub and
MW.
Emergency Preparedness.
I don't want to be
There's a commitment
I don't want
to
be a
emergency
politician.
preparedness
I don't want to be like
items,
Justin Brennan.
such as working with relevant city agencies to designate emergency
I don't want to do.
corridors
I
from the
can't
Western
read like
Peninsula
this.
to local hospitals, integrate with the city's official emergency response network, and formalizing the Coney's designation as a resilience hub.
Right.
And finally, Amendment 10, wayfinding.
Oh, God,
a commitment from the
signs.
applicant to include
gotta have
wayfinding or
signage.
clear signage to
You gotta have
direct visitors to
signage.
local landmarks,
A local
such as the
landmark.
Wonder Wheel, Nathan's, Coney
Put
Island Museum. and
signs.
Beach. Okay.
All right.
Committee members reviewed the full text of the Coney's team proposed changes that I just mentioned. The full text of those amendments are available on the CAC's website. At this point, we will move forward with a vote on whether or not to accept the changes by the applicant. And I will call each member individually to vote A or nay on the proposed changes. Portia Henry.
Aye.
Alex Summer. Aye. Jessica Scarcella-Spanton.
Aye.
Marissa Solomon.
Aye.
Antonio Reynoso.
Aye.
And I vote aye. The changes proposed by the Coney team to its application received 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 positive votes, meaning the changes have been accepted.
MW. I need to be here.
Okay, now, the committee, as required by statute, has reviewed the Coney application. It's held 2 public hearings on August 26th and September 10th, and received emailed and written comments regarding the application. This committee will now vote on a finding establishing public support, approving or disproving the application. For an application to be advanced for the Gaming Facility Location Board consideration, 4 affirmative votes must be
This is
received.
painful to watch.
On the question,
We're all suffering
whether
together.
the Coney, as presented in its application today, should advance to the Gaming Facility Location Board for consideration.
All right,
I will
this is the
call
one.
on each member to vote aye or nay on the question, and should they desire, they can explain their vote. Portia.
You put the mic in the middle.
Oh, they got to move the mic here. We can't hear. Oh, God.
Question whether the Coney, as presented in its application, should advance to the Gaming Facility Location Board. I call on Portia Henry.
Aye.
Okay, Alex Summer.
As the mayor's office has emphasized throughout this process, we believe casinos can serve as major economic development initiatives, creating good-paying jobs and delivering benefits to the city, region, and local communities. With that, I vote aye.
Okay, Senator Scarcella-Spanton.
Nay.
Representative Marissa Solomon.
I just want to thank the Nice Tech Consulting team for all their hard work in organizing these meetings, Andrea, Noreen, and Joyce, and the rest of the Nice Tech group. I also like to give many thanks to Assemblyman Alec Burke-Krasny for all of his support for the residents of Coney Island and appointing me to this committee and giving me the real privilege to represent my community. I also want to thank the other members of the Community Advisory Committee for their work, listening to the voices of the people of Coney Island, as well as the people throughout the city who love Coney Island. Coney Island is both a home to the thousands of residents who live here, and it's also a place that is truly loved by so many people all across the city and beyond. And it was really incredible to read all of the comments that people sent into the committee and to hear just how special Coney Island is to so many people. Coney Island really makes up a part of the soul of New York, and especially for the working people of this city, it's an irreplaceable treasure. And I hope that we continue to recognize what a unique and valuable place that Coney Island is, and that Coney Island can both receive the investments the people in the community really need, and that we could also protect, preserve, and grow the Coney Island amusement area and make sure that Coney Island always remains what it always should be, the people's playground. And with that, I vote no on this application.
Thank you, Borough President Reynoso.
I vote nay. I just want to let all of the community know that always throughout this process, we're going to be here. And we are family. And there was a lot of disruption and uncomfortable moments throughout this process that I wish would have never happened. And I hope we didn't make irreparable harm to each other in our community, because we're always going to be here. And even if we disagree, we don't need to be disagreeable or disrespectful. To the Coney application, I just really feel that if they would have put forth an effort a lot earlier in convincing the community or putting forth a lot of these amendments, that maybe the conversation could have been different, but this last minute effort and an inability to truly change minds in the community and made it so that I'm voting nay. Thank you.
Okay, and I, Justin Brannan, vote nay. The question of whether to advance the application to the Gaming Facility Location Board has received 2 positive votes, meaning the application has been disapproved. CAC will record its vote with all members endorsing their vote. We will promptly transmit our determination to the Gaming Facility Location Board and the applicant through NYC. In addition, this committee will provide a copy of all materials upon which the non-affirmative decision was based on to the gaming facility location. Do any of the members of the CAC have any other items they want to present for consideration? Okay, hearing no other items for consideration, I want to thank my fellow committee members for their public service over the past couple of months. And this meeting of the CAC for the Coney is hereby adjourned.
And that is it. We are done, ladies and gentlemen. It is official. It is official. There will be no casino in Coney Island. Wow. There you have it, people. There you have it. Thank fucking God. Oh. We could breathe once again. We won. I think we're all crying happy tears now. And I'm so happy that that's all over. Sorry, Joey Coney Island. Sorry. We couldn't get your dream. The dream is officially dead. And thank God we no longer have to look at these renderings again. Anyway. Now, Joey Coney Island, can we fill up these empty, there's a lot of storefronts here that are empty in this graphic here where you're lying, saying that they're filled with James and Company and Gift Shop Coney Island and New York Pizza. I want to go to New York Pizza. Why you lie to me, Joey? Why you lie? Anyway. Fuck Thor Equities and all their related communities or companies. Well, I think we're all thrilled with the situation. I wonder how Robert Carnegie feels. But the number one thing I want to know, because she lives in the neighborhood, we have seen her on the stream. The lady who has tattooed the Coney's logo to her arm. What's gonna happen with that? I hope it was fake. I hope it was like a henna. I thought it was like a henna tattoo or something like that. You know, like you could like wipe it off. I really hope it wasn't. I really hope it wasn't a fucking. I really hope you did not get a permanent tattoo of the Coney logo on you. Because I do care for the people in my community, and we don't need advertisements on our bodies for the rest of our lives. I know, M8R, good to see you. The casino's gonna go. It will go elsewhere. We know it's gonna go to maybe the Bronx, most likely the Yonkers Raceway and the Aqueduct Resorts World. Those two last ones. Those are probably gonna happen. Oh, it's real, Jim. Oh. God, she should be rolling around in her little wheelchair there, her little motorized chair, saying, "Look at my tattoo." You have a failed project tattooed on your arm. I think she is nuts. I feel bad. I'm not gonna lie. Who wants a tattoo of something that's not gonna be built on your body? Yeah, maybe she should start a GoFundMe for the tattoo removal. It's true, Susan. It's very true, Susan. Rebel Radio News Time now, 23 minutes past the hour. What an exciting half hour of the show, people. In about 2 minutes, we'll do some traffic and transit, and we'll see what's going on. Let me quickly, might as well, scan Citizen app here. Is anything going on here on Citizen? No. Last thing to be posted, the smoke condition in a lobby in Midtown. And oh no, it's of a half hour ago, we go to Bensonhurst. Oh, breaking news, everyone. 1497 West 8th Street. This was posted an hour ago. Is this your dog? This was on 1497 West 8th Street. Did you lose your dog? We have a lost puppy here on the Citizen app. Is this your dog, everyone? We also have, whoa, this is fresh. We have a vehicle car collision here at Cropsey and Bay Parkway. Cropsey and Bay Parkway, we have a vehicle collision. So we'll keep eye on that. But I know it's a cute dog, right? Let me find that dog one again. Here we go. Is this your dog, people? On the corner of West 8th and Avenue O. Is this your dog? Oh, Lydia, have you met Lydia? Lydia's house, lady. Anyway. Not the baby. Could be your dog. Hopefully, if you find your dog. See, I'm doing something uplifting for the community. As we search Citizen app. Nothing too much going on Citizen app here. But there you go, people. No votes on the casino. But let's continue to check the transit and the traffic. Brought to us by babiesovernight.com. I hope he's microchipped. Shit. Traffic and Transit is brought to us by babiesovernight.com. Your new bundle of joy in a box overnight guaranteed. babiesovernight.com. We got a lot of traffic here. East side here, FDR Drive. Looks like a bit of a slow drive here going into Midtown. It's either volume or somebody's driving really stupid. A slow ride up and over the Kosciuszko Bridge, taking it into downtown Brooklyn as well. Brooklyn Bridge looks like we have a little bit of outbound volume here. Manhattan Bridge looking a lot better. Williamsburg Bridge looking good as well. A little bit of volume outbound on the Holland Tunnel. Lincoln Tunnel looking a lot better. So that means there's 3 people in the American Dream Mall right now. Going to the transit here, we have stops skipped on the 2 and the 5 trains. Wakefield, Uptown bound, number 2 trains, and Dyer Avenue bound 5 trains are running express from 349th Street to East 180th Street. They are responding. The EMS is responding to somebody in need of medical help at Jackson Avenue. So the 2 and the 5s are going express way uptown. We also have delays on the A and the C trains here. Delays in both directions while they address a signal problem near Far Rockaway and Mott Avenue. Go to mta.info for more information. Checking out the Citizen app again, we do have a vehicle collision over here at Bath Beach. So here at Cropsey Avenue here in Bay Parkway. Looks like a little bit of doesn't look any much traffic going on there as well. But we do have also a dog here. A dog was found here. Avenue O, West 8th Street. Is this your dog, people? Head over to Citizen app and claim your dog today. I hope it's yours. Anyway, Rebel Radio News time now. Half hour of our lives gone forever. But I do like standard poodles myself. Jay Chulo, good to see you up there. Williamsburg, baby. Yes, indeed. Justine, good to see you, Justine. Welcome. Let's see if anything else is going on here in Citizen app other than lost dogs. Ooh, that's kind of scary. Far Rockaway, everyone. Oh, bloody hell for Rupert, the greatest chihuahua in all of Brooklyn. For little old Rupert, and Rupert is watching out there in Bensonhurst. For Rupert, with a 10-pound super chat. Daddily, thank you so much with a very generous 10-pound super chat. Thank you so much for today's 10-pound club. Much, much, much appreciated. With a big 10-pound super chat. Thank you so much. But Nebul is back. Nebul, no casino. The vote is in. The casino has been thwarted, luckily. But we do have kind of breaking news here over at Far Rockaway, Beach 38th Street. We do have a person missing off the water. The wave action's pretty big right now because of the 2 hurricanes that are dancing in the Atlantic Ocean right now. So we do have rough waters. But a person missing off of Beach 38th Street in Far Rockaway, Queens. Keeping an eye on that. Poodles are great hunting dogs. Yes, they are. Other than that, no major news of consequence happening here on the map at the moment, which is good. We'll keep an eye on Citizen app for you guys. for the next half hour, and then I gotta eat some lunch. We will be going outside later. We will be going outside later for a live stream. So we do have an event to hit up now this afternoon. So join me in a couple of hours, and we'll be back outside on the boardwalk right there in Coney Island. 76 people watching, 84 likes. Let's try to get to 100. We'll try to get to 100. But good to see everybody. A late lunch, yes, because I ate a very late breakfast. So I ate breakfast. I went to the supermarket, and now I'm doing the show. And then I'll have some lunch once I hop offline here. Rebel Radio News time now, 29 minutes past the hour. Good to see everybody. But yes, the casino is no more. Very great news. But getting back to it, the story of the hour, which is an aggressive squirrel out in San Rafael, California. Squirrel is out there attacking people left and right. So we'll go to the big story out on the West Coast of a crazy squirrel attacking people. We'll go to the videotape in about 90 seconds. And then also we'll go to some other fresh videotape from the week. We do have a couple of rats that were in a battle in the New York City subway. So we'll talk about the rats as well. But wacky squirrel stories coming up in about a minute. Good to see everybody. As we go around the Earth cameras here, it's 80 degrees here in New York City. It's a very muggy 80 degrees. And as they're trying to play the ads for me, it's a muggy 80 degrees here. Nice and muggy, and it's almost summer-like. Go and check out the super radar. Might as well since EarthCam wants to play the ad. 80 degrees with the wind coming out of the southeast at 5 miles an hour, and so mostly an easterly wind here. But no rain in sight here. But yeah, city animals, please, can you do me a favor? Take your magnesium. Do me a favor. But it's a lazy kind of crazy day here in New York City. We're relaxing here, as we always do. And we got funny. That's funny. We got somebody commented on my short I made in New Jersey. I put up a short video. I made it in Milburn, New Jersey. So really funny comment on that. Anyway, I love it when you guys comment on my videos. Rebel Radio News time now, 31 minutes past the hour. It's 3:31 here in New York City. The big story of vicious squirrels attacking people in San Rafael, California. We go to K-Ron News 4 for the latest information about this wacky event.
Most people in a San Rafael neighborhood are recovering from injuries after squirrel attacks.
Little bastard.
Many saying that they're now wary when they step outside.
I'm not going outside. That squirrel's outside.
Shares how 2 residents were suddenly ambushed.
The Lucas Valley neighborhood in San Rafael has always been a quiet residential area shared by the wildlife around them. But in recent days, some residents say the squirrels
he flies. Look at that picture. He flies.
I was just walking along, and suddenly there's a squirrel attached to my thigh, just clombed onto my thigh. And I looked down like, oh, what is that? And I was like, get off. And I'm trying to brush him off, and he's just clinging more and biting.
Eventually, she detached the squirrel and went to the doctor, who cleaned out the bite marks and told her, thankfully, squirrels don't carry rabies.
They don't carry rabies.
It's unclear
but he
why
flies. Look at that picture.
Aggressive.
I haven't been walking up particular. I don't know what's going to save me.
She's not the only one. A few doors down, bite marks on a fence is the aftermath of another squirrel attack last Friday.
She took a big
Good
chunk
to see you,
of the
Ann.
wood. And we thought, oh my God, she's hungry or something. It was
Yeah,
Joe, my
he did the
husband,
cookie.
took off his cap and hid it so it could go away. Well, she turned around and just jumped on his head.
Joe only suffered a scratch behind his ear, but the couple, who has lived in Lucas Valley for 35 years, says this is one instance of more than 5 neighbors being attacked, and it has them concerned.
Me too,
we have
Strawberry.
like 3 grandkids, and we're worried that they'd be out there and they think, oh, what a cute squirrel. and
Yeah,
might
fucking
attack
clack
me.
you in the face.
But they all kind of look alike.
Get you, little bastard.
No,
It's a gang of angry squirrels.
Local wildlife hospital Wild Care tells KROM 4 situations like this are almost always a result of a squirrel being fed by a human in the past, causing the animal to be less cautious around people and uncertain how to forage for food. Reporting in San Rafael, Stephanie Rothman, KROM 4 News.
Thank you. Well, the squirrel flies, people. Hey, the squirrel flies, man, you know? Just be careful, people, with the squirrels. The squirrel looked angry in that picture. That squirrel looked so angry. He was out for blood. The squirrel was ready to just throw down. It's like the movie The Birds, but with squirrels. Imagine that. That's scary. The Birds. I can honestly say, Ollie, The Birds was the first movie that I ever watched as a kid that really scared me. It was The Birds, and then what was the one with the worm? It was called Worms. Remember the one with the worms? Good to see you, Beverly Smith. Welcome. Yes, exactly. The lady that lived in Mount Diablo Road. What did you expect? You live in the Devil's Road. You live on the Devil's Road. What do you think's gonna happen to you when you live on the El Diablo, the Devil's Road? What the hell, people? What did you expect? Good to see you, Dan. Welcome. What the hell? I'm gonna live on. Look at this nice little house here on Devil's Road. I'm sorry if the Duchess is watching. I will never move us to Devil's Road. I don't want to live at 548 Devil's Road. No, thank you. I don't care how cheap the rent is or how cheap the property is. I'm not living there. It's not happening. It's a possessed squirrel. It's like the Children of the Corn, maybe, but it's squirrels. Devil's Road. What the hell did you? And thank you so much for listening to that, Strawberry. I didn't catch that aspect of the story. El Diablo, 666 Diablo Road. El Diablo. No, thank you. Sorry. No. I'm gonna go to the Devil's Road over here. I'm just gonna go over to the Devil's Road. Don't mind me. I'm just going over. I'm just going over to the Devil's Road. It's not a big deal. Oh my God! What do you think's gonna happen? Anyway, yeah, that's right. Squirrels of the corn, Beverly. That's right. The squirrels of the corn. They need a little tiny, actually, a little priest, right? Where's the squirrel priest? Where's the squirrel's priest? Yeah, the arrow-shaped tall guy, right? Oh, Lord have mercy. Right, where Diablo Road meets Hell's Way. That's a lovely neighborhood. Anyway, a squirrel like Cujo. A little bastard. Cute little bastard. Anyway, Rebel Radio News time now. 37 minutes past the hour. It is 3:37. So now we had crazy squirrels out in San Rafael, California. But we have crazy animals here too, ladies and gentlemen. I present to you the greatest fighting rats in all the New York City subway system. These two rats are going to fight to the death. How rough is it to live in New York? Well, this is...
NYC rats are next level.
They are next level. These little bastards.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Are they playing? Are they just Are they just really in love, or do they really hate each other? And was pizza involved? Is there like a slice of? Is there a combo somewhere underneath the bench?
Oh shit.
One of them like put the combo into the weird water on the tracks, and now they both can't eat it. That's you and your boyfriend. There you go. The little bastards. And look, there's a whole audience there. People got money on it. People got money on that.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
You know people be betting money on that.
Yeah.
Right? Who's winning? I don't know. They either really love each other or really hate each other. I don't know which one it is. Anyway. It's WWE. It's who said it before? Ratselmania. Somebody said Ratselmania. I got $5 on that. I got $5 on that. It's a fight for territory, and if or food ended up on the subway tracks, people. Oh, Lord have mercy with the animals here today. Anyway, we have fighting squirrels, fighting rats. It's all happening now because don't forget, me and Cardi B got something in common. I am the drama. I am the drama. Try to bring drama in my world. I am the drama. I got fighting fucking rats on my stream. Anyway, 50 Shades of Rodenticide. Right? They were fighting over a Labubu. Yes. Yeah, squirrels do chase each other, right? That's New York. Hey, that's New York for you, right? Fucking rats fighting over there. Anyway, as we look down at Coney Island while the camera resets here. It's a beautiful day here, 80 degrees. I go outside later. I just wanted to watch the vote with you guys all together here. Right? That was you, Robert. Robert, I love that play on words. Ratselmania. It's Ratselmania 25, people. Listen, you know who's the real rat out of all of this, out of all, this whole live stream? I think we could all agree. The number one rat on this live stream is not the two rats fighting in the Nostrand Avenue subway station. No. You know who's the big rat? I'm going to tell you right now, people. I'm going to tell you right now. Who is the biggest rat on this live stream right now? Coney Island Blight for Spite Joe Sith. That's the number one rat right there. Yo, Joe, why don't you build something nice now? I know you don't have a plan B. But morons like me are giving you viable ideas. And you got the fucking money to put up. So please, redeem yourself. Or you will forever be the rat. Coney Island, Blight for Spite, Joe Sit. He will always be the rat now. He will always be the rat. Let me pop myself into the correct position here. Anyway, that's the rat of the live stream today, people. Right there, Coney Island Joe Sit. I made him run into Broadway once. So fun fact, fun story. I got done doing a nice bike tour. I did like an early bike tour. Like the bike tour ended at like 11 a.m. I had to be there like at 4 in the morning, but it was like the tour ended really early, right? And I was downtown. And I wanted to I had to walk downtown for something, or I might have done like a Periscope video. I might have been already live streaming at that point. And anyway, I was walking down Broadway by Maiden Lane, and that's where Joe Sit's offices, I think, are still there. They might have moved since, but his offices used to be right there. And I just saw a movie called The Zipper, and The Zipper prominently shows Blight for Spite, Joe Sit, on in the movie. And anyway, so I saw him walking by himself. And I went into a whole routine where I went, oh my goodness, Joey, Coney Island, how you doing? I know his company is near bankruptcy again. It's always near bankruptcy. So I do this whole big thing. Oh my God, Joey, Coney Island, how you doing? Why did you make the art walls to force a zone change? Like I do this whole little thing where, because he knows that the art walls are the reason why there's art walls, is because they don't want to build anything there, so they could build something to use it until they get the zone change. He didn't like that. So his big smile went to just like angry face, and then he just bolted out into Broadway. He did not have the light. He just bolted out into Broadway. I was like, oh shit, he's gonna get a bad car. I knew I might have freaked him out, but I didn't realize I scared him like that. But true story. Sal Muscles, good to see you. But that's the real rat, people. That's the rat of the live stream right there. Now it's up to you, Joey, Coney Island. Will you save it? Will you, or are you gonna leave everything dilapidated now? We're giving you ideas. Movie theater, bowling alley, indoor amusement, dark rides, rides on top of buildings. Ugh. Anyway, and he's not gonna be so poor like that, Neville. He's a billionaire. He's fine. He could literally, you know what, Neville? He could literally stop making any kind of income right now, and he could live for another 400 years. Just sell the property to somebody who will actually build something nice. Ugh. It's like a no-brainer. Anyway. A water park. I know, these people will never speak the truth. No, billionaires, no. Listen, in order to become a billionaire, you gotta fuck over somebody. Like, you have to cause irreparable harm to somebody to be a billionaire. Like, you had to have exploited somebody, whether directly or indirectly. Anyway. Oh, an IMAX theater, you know, some kind of shit like that, you know. And by the way, and I'll bring it up now. The construction has restarted again. This is another project that I'm gonna talk about here on the live stream. But ladies and gentlemen, construction has resumed on a skyscraper that's going to be built on 47th Street and 8th Avenue. It's called The Torch, and The Torch is literally, the lower part of the building is a hotel, but the upper part of the building is like a tower. It creates like a torch, and there's going to be supposedly a 300-foot drop ride on the exterior of that, and then there's going to be an amusement park or some kind of park on the top. So there's going to be literally an amusement park skyscraper. It's being built right now. But these are the kind of stupid things we need in this city to kind of... And by the way, the tourists are scared off right now. And I know that to my Canadian friends up there, we'll get our mind right soon. We just got to go through the troubles now. So hang in there. You'll be able to come back soon. But exactly, Strawberry. Exactly, Strawberry. I appreciate that. Yeah, he made his fortune by budget plus sizing women's clothing. It's true. It's true. I forgot about that aspect there, Jim. Right? Bring back the Elephant Hotel, right? Why can't we build the Elephant Hotel? Good to see you, Jeffrey. Welcome. If you guys don't know what it is, hold on. I'll bring it up right now. So the Elephant Colossus, ladies and gentlemen, this has to be one of the coolest things ever built in Coney. And let's see, do we have like a weird video here? Yeah, we do have a weird video. Hold on, I just want to find a picture of this thing. I don't want to have to hear the video here. The Elephant Colossus, people, was a massive hotel. In this iteration here, this is right before it burned down, you had like a roller coaster going around it. And by the way, you see the rooftop of this building right here on the bottom corner? This building used to be there. We've seen this building on the live stream. It was the Grashorn building. And Joe Sitt let that building go to shit, and then they eventually tore it down. It was literally the oldest building in Coney. It was there when the Elephant Colossus stood. And the Elephant Colossus was this massive hotel. It had a diorama museum, a cigar shop, supposedly a brothel, and there was as you can see here, there was roller coaster that went around it. Surf Avenue is right here in the front of us. Surf Avenue is right here in front of us. And then to the left of the Elephant Colossus, Elephant Hotel, that is West 12th Street. So this is where the subway tracks are. The subway tracks will be like right where the nose is, and then where the elephant actually is would be where the Luna Park houses are. And this area would eventually become Sea Lion Park and then Luna Park. But we could have had this, and we could bring this back. Right? It should be a family entertainment center, things for all ages, but we gotta get our imaginations right, and you remember reading about it, April? It's an amazing structure. It's an amazing structure. I think they did have windows looking out the eyes. I think it did, Neil. But we could build this again. We could build something that's modern, that's, and people will come to this. There it is. But can we get some imagination back, people? It could be done. It could be done, people. It could be, and if you build it, it will come. Let's find some more pictures of this thing here to show you guys. Let's see. Can I open image in new tab? There we go. Open image in new tab. Thank you, Mrs. Babbage. Look at this. So this is pretty much, so you got the train tracks right in front of it. That's where the subway is today. So the subway used to run along the ground. But you see, you got a little roller coaster there going around it. And this thing was huge. Now there is a massive elephant hotel in New Jersey, in Margate, New Jersey. It's called Lucy. And it was designed by the same guy who designed this one here. I want to say his name was Lefferts, but I might be wrong. But anyway, the one in Coney is like double the size of the one in New Jersey. So, no, exactly. That torch building proves that you could be rich, but that doesn't mean you have taste. Exactly. Exactly. But I mean, this is the kind of stuff. This is the kind of stuff that Coney Island needs. Let me find another picture here. Let me find another picture here for you guys. We can actually just talk about the whole history of it. Might as well. We have a little bit more time to kill it. You know, it's like a show here, people. It's like a show. I like to curate stuff. Let me just find some more pictures here. There we go. It's a good picture. Here's another good picture of it from the ground. Look at this thing. How cool is that? This is when it probably first opened. But, I mean, this is the kind of stuff that Coney needs. Let's bring back the Elephant Hotel. Come on. Life is Spite Joe Sit. Come on, man. You could build this behind Nathan's. Use the land where you have actually, you can put it where the racetrack is. And you could have like little go-karts going through the legs and shit. Think about that. Build a roller coaster around it. It's absolutely ridiculous that we don't have an imagination and forthright. You know, like, come on. We need, exactly, K. Pepperell. Let's talk about that, K. Pepperell. Make it make sense, people. Make it make sense. Why do McDonald's and Wendy's and Burger King and Chipotle and now some 7-Elevens, why do they all look the same? Why are all the buildings kind of gray and depressing looking with logos popped on them? Like, do It makes too much, for Joe Sit, it makes too much sense. But this only lasted for a few years in the 1890s, Laughing Stick. From the 1880s to 1890s. It was like 1888 it was built. But it burned. Eventually it burned down. But like, how cool would this be to have like a roller coaster going around it and stuff? And Andrew Hauser's stable agents for beer, what? The Drummond Cottage? We're standing right where the subway tracks would be today. You see those tracks in the bottom corner here? That's the right-of-way for the Q and the F trains today. And we're probably looking from West 12th Street, looking towards the east. We could build it. We just need the imagination to do it. So, and it could be done. It could be done. Right? And nothing against the elephants, but maybe they should make it a giant seagull. Exactly. So, some kind of whimsical, imaginative structure. It's not hard to like. And then we have lights and stuff like that. Like we have digital projections. You know. Like, if you really break it down, like, this could be a blueprint for something amazing, right? All you gotta do is just cut the top off, go about only 3 levels up, so you don't overwhelm the museum and everything, and you don't overwhelm Nathan's. And you could build something that's indoors, and then we put rides on the roof when it gets hot. Maybe water slides, you know, like, this could be an idea. This could be a template for something. But the imagination, especially with this casino project, there was no imagination to it. It was all about maximizing the floor space, the square footage on the property. That's all it was. That's all it was. You're gonna completely dominate the Wonder Wheel, the 150-foot tall Wonder Wheel with a 402-foot tall building looming over it. And by the way, for everyone who wanted this to happen, right? No ill will. I understand you thought it was going to be great and stuff like that, but can we be a little bit more imaginative with the history that Coney Island has, like the Elephant Hotel? Can we be just a little bit more imaginative? Is this really a prosperous future for children? For a family entertainment complex to have people go inside a glass box and gamble? Really? Coney Island is so much more than that. So let's look back. We have the history here. A new pavilion of fun, a new Elephant Hotel. It's a no-brainer. And then it becomes year-round. You create these projects with year-round usage. That's all you got to do. You create these projects for year-round usage. And you can still have rides. You can still... We need a bowling alley. It'd be nice to have a bowling alley. Bring back the batting cages. Bring it inside. Why not have a go-kart track inside? Like the one out in Jersey. A water park, indoor-outdoor water park. Maybe an indoor-outdoor water park that's like the 6th or 7th level of a building, and then have rides underneath it, and then you go on the top and you have indoor-outdoor rides, and it's a no-brainer. Make it make sense. Make it make sense, people. They're bringing a ferry dock at the foot of the Seagull. We did amazing stuff in the 1890s because you know why? We had more imagination in the 1890s. And when it comes to the same fast food companies, exactly. It's true. K. Pepper L, that's very true. But, ladies and gentlemen, I hope we had fun today. I hope today's live stream was enlightening. I hope you learned a thing or two about what's happening now in New York City. Live. So I want to thank everybody. Let's do a big thank you really quick to everyone who has sponsored today's live stream, like Diana Lee with a big 10-pound super chat. I want to thank Loco Tutti Frutti with a big $2 super chat. Deborah Brady, thank you so much with a big $2 super chat. And Kaz Cats, thank you so much for being a channel member for the last 9 months. It's much appreciated. And all starting at all the super chat love. Diana Lee gifting 5 free memberships to Dutch Moz Plus. 3, 4, 5. Come on, give me one more. There we go. There you go, people. Another exciting 2 hours of your life. Absolutely, positively gone forever. Gone forever. Mrs. Babbage, closing music, please. Guys, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for hanging on out with me. And do me a favor. Thank you so much for all the channel members. Thank you so much, everyone who super chatted. Thank you so much for all the PayPals. We'll be outside later, so join me. Make sure you have notification bells turned on, and we'll walk the Coney Island boardwalk. But from the west end of Coney Island, this is Dutch Moz signing off. Have your pets spayed and neutered, and have yourself a fantastic Coney Island day, whether you think you're living here or not, or can you afford to live here? Maybe, I don't know. Hug your loved ones, cherish those beautiful moments, and I will see you later, Mrs. Calabash, wherever you are. I will see you guys in a couple of hours. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.